What's up, guys? I wanted to take some time in this video to talk about prepper communities. I think in this day and age, especially the times that we are in right now, what you need to focus on is the people around you. You need to consider who it is around you and what their thought process is as far as emergencies and things like that. You really need to consider those folks. You need to look to people that you are with regularly, the people at your church, the people that you work with, and things like that, and have conversations with them. Because, unfortunately, we have this idea, this thought that prepper communities, there's some kind of a secret society or there's some kind of something special or whatever, when in reality, all a prepper community is just that. It's a community of like-minded people. People that understand that things happen, whether it is storms, whether it is power outages, whether it is any kind of a natural disaster or man-made disaster. And it goes without saying that things happen, and it does not necessarily have to be a major event in order for you to need a few folks around you. If a storm comes through, which it regularly happens, we see on the news very regularly where storms go through an area, end up causing a lot of damage, and then the community comes together to try to help clean up. It doesn't always happen, but in many cases it does. And that's the point. And the thing is, with a prepper community, as it's called, it's basically the same thing. It's just a small group of people that come together, that pool the resources to try to help sustain each other in the event of something catastrophic happening. And within that community, one of the things that you need to consider, first of all, is training. You need to think about the skills that the folks in your group have, what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are, and so on. And then you need to focus on getting some kind of training, particularly medical training, CPR, first aid, have the supplies and things like that. You need to understand the basics of growing a garden, the basics of providing yourself with food. That's the main thing. If you study any kind of conflict, any kind of major warfare, which, we've had a lot in recent years, if you study those, you're going to see some of the challenges that the average person faces. Okay, you're not going to be in these run and gun battles every day yourself. People typically don't live very long in those kind of situations, especially when it comes to civilians. What you are going to be doing is you are going to be working to provide yourself food. You're going to be hunting. You're going to be providing the other things that you and your folks need. And that's just something that you really need to consider, guys. Okay, I know there's a lot out there of this, I guess you could say, a Hollywood imaginary events as far as if something major were to happen. But the reality is, guys, a prepper community, it's just a group of people coming together, pooling their resources, and trying to get through. Don't let all of this stuff that you hear online and all of that make you think that it's all about guns and stuff like that. It's all about shooting and fighting and self-defense. Although that is part of it, particularly in some areas, the reality is, for the most part, it's just a group of people trying to survive, trying to put food on the table each day, and trying to get through to the next day until things get worked out. But guys, just a quick video that I wanted to do. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Love to hear from you. And are there folks around you that you regularly talk to about things like this? Do you guys have a prepper group that you are a part of? Let me know down in the comments below. And something else, guys, not everyone that's in your group might be the most beneficial to that group. And what I mean by that is there's going to be folks in there that will be slightly limited on some things for one reason or another. Kids, for example, perfect example. There's some things that kids, depending on their age, cannot do. The elderly, obviously, in your group, there's going to be older siblings, there's going to be parents, and things like that, people within the community that are going to need a little extra help, and that may not add a whole lot to your group as far as resources, but they still need to be provided for. That's just human nature, you know, especially those that are elderly, especially those that are young. You know, protect the weak, you know, defend the weak. That's a biblical principle that we all need to think about. Guys, thanks for watching. Check out the rest of the videos on my channel. Leave me a comment down below. Subscribe to my channel. Like the video. Sorry, guys, got a little bit choked up. And, you know, let me hear from you. Anyways, guys, we'll see you next time.